Hi, I'm here to speak for in place of Father Shea, who can't make it. We are having a little video to kind of help us all to kind of make the adjustment to the new way of going to Mass that is going to begin here in a week or two. We're scheduled to start Masses here on the 30th and 31st, next weekend, but that all depends on the mayor and his determination of whether we can open the city or not. But given that, we are all going to come to Mass in a different way. And so I think it's very good for us to think about that. So when you get to the church, you have to come a little bit earlier. The Mass times are going to be a little bit different. You come a little bit earlier, about a half an hour. You're going to be asked some questions. You're going to have your temperature taken, and then you're going to be seated in the church. Then there are protocols that will be different during the Mass. And then once that is over, then we will have communion in a very special way to keep social distancing. And then after that, you will be asked to leave in appropriate way. So that is what we are all kind of working through right now. We're really anxious to begin this. We're anxious to see all of you face to face. It's been a very, very long time. I can't wait to smile again instead of being on camera all the time. And I hope that we can make this the most pleasant of all experiences. So we'll see you in a couple of days. Bye-bye.
Hello, everyone. This is Adriana. Carmen and I will be acting out the um, parts of the usher and of the parishioner. So, this is Carmen.
Hello.
And yes, thank you for joining us. And we'll start walking you through the Mass and how it will work. Those who signed up to come to Mass will be asked to arrive 30 minutes prior to the start time for Mass and to wear your face mask. Before you enter the church, there will be an usher who will take your temperature and ask you the following questions. In the past 2 weeks, have you or anyone in your family had a fever?
No.
In the past 2 weeks, have you or anyone in your family had a cough or has experienced respiratory problems?
No.
Have you or any of your family had traveled internationally or outside of the state in the past 2 weeks?
No.
In the past 2 weeks, have you had contact with anyone who tested positive for the COVID-19?
No.
So Carmen answered no to all of those questions. So if for those who answer no truthfully to all these questions, they will be allowed to enter the church and attend Mass. If you answer yes to any of the questions or to all of these questions, you will not be allowed to enter the church. This is in accordance with the Article 61 of the Executive Order of the Governor of Virginia. So we will now enter the church. And upon entering the church, you will be asked to disinfect your hands, as Carmen will do right now. If you are with children who are less than 3 years old, they will not be required to wear face masks, but all children older than 3 and all adults will be asked to wear a face mask. We would kindly like to remind people who are 65 years or older and other people with health conditions that make them vulnerable to COVID-19, such as diabetes, to stay home. The church is giving a dispensation to everyone from attending Mass and Sunday Mass, and you may participate virtually on YouTube and Facebook as you've been doing for the past few weeks. So then once you enter the church, the usher will lead you to where you'll be seated. Um, and then that way everyone will have their designated spot. Um, during Mass, you're asked to keep your face mask on and also not to sing. There will be a cantor singing, and he or she will have their mask off only while singing. We would also like to remind you not to hold hands during the Our Father, and at the appointed time for the sign of peace, you may give a sign of peace, but only without any physical contact, just like Carmen is doing. You may wave, but no, as long as there's no physical contact. For the offertory, we will not have collection baskets going around during Mass. There will be no collection taken up during Mass. Those who are attending may bring their envelope with their offering and put it in a box that will be near the entrance of the church, and they will can either put it in there before or after Mass. You may also choose to give your Sunday offering online. You may find the link to make your Sunday donation on the parish website. And also another reminder, there will be no access to bathrooms during Mass, but if you are in an emergency during Mass, please talk to the usher that is nearest you. We will now move on to demonstrate communion. So after spiritual communion, you will follow the instructions of the ushers to show you how to start. As you can see, we have Father Don, and you'll see this table here, which will help maintain the distance. And also there, as you can see, this is how you will receive communion. You will step, after receiving communion in your hand, you will step aside and take off your mask to receive the Eucharist, and then return to your seat. The communion will only be given under one species in the host. And also, as you saw, there will be disinfectant on the table, so in case where the priest has contact with the person during communion, when putting the host in their hand, he may disinfect his hand before distributing communion to the next person. So then, following that, at the end of Mass, you are asked to remain seated until the ushers tell you it is time to exit, and they will show you where the exit is. The exit will be through a different door than the door used for the entrance. As we mentioned earlier, if you have not already given your Sunday offering, you can place it in the box at the conclusion of Mass, and that will be all. So as you can see, Carmen is going towards the exit. We thank you for participating, and we hope to see you the weekend of the 31st. Thank you.